Great. Thank you for joining me. Really appreciate it. My name is Alice Yan. I'm the owner and the founder of a TCP. We started this business in 1993. Some of you know what we used to do is those spiral stock. Remember those ice cream stock? That was a long time ago. That didn't last long, only for 10 years. Okay. Afterwards, we got into the LED. So at the beginning, 2010, we make a lot of LED light bulbs. Paul, would you come here to join me?
Absolutely.
You see, I know a lot, but he knows more than I do. Okay.
No, that's not true at all.
Paul Sparrow is knows everything. How about that?
I know a little bit.
Okay. So that means I just talk about a company. Okay.
Oh yes.
I just give you guys a quick update where we are. Okay, what we're doing right now. Today, a majority of what we do is, believe it or not, is a fixture now.
Absolutely.
Right? We still carry more than 5,000 light bulbs, but a fixture is a major things we do. Okay, so you just wonder what's the difference between us, Acuity, Cooper, Rab, and those guys. Okay, let me tell you one by one the major difference what we do here. Okay, first of all, before we start that, just give you some flavor of in terms of business transportation, because these days the delivery always a big issue, right?
It is a big issue.
For your guys' information, we just moved our warehouse from Ontario, California to Vegas.
We did. We think Vegas is more centralized.
Yeah. So last week, Paul and I were there. We had the opening, right?
Grand opening.
Right. Nikki, we have that picture on the Facebook. We have a grand opening over there. It was awesome. Okay, our employees voluntarily moved from Ontario, California to Vegas. Okay, that was really awesome. We start assembling over there.
We did.
Okay, we have a local service.
Yep.
So that's very big. Okay, now Cleveland, we are right now, Paul and I, it's in Cleveland, Ohio. This is still the headquarters. We still do the research here. We still do development of the products. We do everything here. But in terms of delivery and warehouse, those two are equal. Okay? In the meantime, we have another warehouse in Dallas. A smaller one.
Yeah.
It's a satellite one. So over to taking care about 200 miles surround from Dallas.
Yeah.
In Chicago, up here, we have another one in Chicago, also a very small one.
Yeah.
We believe today, 50% of places in the United States, we're able to deliver next day.
Yes.
Okay? The other 50 will be second day. That's it. Either next day or the second day. It's as simple as that. Okay? And obviously, you can look at the locations here, and really, Vegas is better than California. Do you agree, Paul?
Absolutely. Yes, it is.
Okay?
California is just hard to get out of the state.
Yeah, it's very hard to get out of state. Too much traffic. This is really cool. This is really cool. Really, really enjoyed. But you know what? One thing we really kind of had a bad experience. I shouldn't say that. Hot. Okay, so
It's very hot there.
remember, Paul, remember Thursday we were there, Vegas was 140 degrees.
It was.
We come back to Cleveland on a red eye, Cleveland was a 46 degrees.
Yeah, half the temperature.
Okay, now, so let's come back and say, what's the difference here? Let's just start with original.
Yeah.
Okay, we are the only lighting company today. We're producing our own LED chips.
That's right.
Okay, with a partnership with a Seoul Semiconductor and LG. Or TG, not LG. Okay, so Paul, would you tell everybody what's the benefit when you have your own chip factory?
There are major benefits to having your own chip factory. One is you control everything, right? So we control the quality of the chip, and we also control the number one thing, the cost.
Right, the cost is number one. Based on that, we can literally make anything for you. Okay, people have different requirements today. For instance, one guy said, "Hey, I want a high efficacy."
Yep.
Here we go. We have the chips for that. Another guy said, "I want CI 98." Boom, we have that.
No problem.
Okay, this is the benefit, Paul. This is the benefit.
Huge.
It's a huge benefit. Okay, huge benefit. So that's number one. Okay, number two, as you guys know, it's a family business. I'm here in Cleveland. Paul's here in Cleveland. My brother Solomon is overseas over there. Okay, he runs 5 factories over there. Today, TCP is literally a manufacturer. We do not subcontract out.
That's correct.
Everything. We do not subcontract
Make all our
out.
stuff.
Right. More than that, we ship the components in, both in Vegas and Cleveland. And Paul assembling majority of the fixture here.
That's
When you
correct.
talk to people about that, how you assemble the whole thing.
Absolutely. We put a lot of stuff together here because we want to be able to customize anything you might need. If you need an extra cord, a longer length, or something like that, we can do that here for you.
Oh, plug,
Or
right?
plugs, or anything you want. You want a different frame color, you want a plug, you want a different cord length, no problem.
You will not believe this. Last year or sometimes, we got a request like 90 pieces of GPS,
Yes,
but the guy wanted black.
yes.
Remember that?
Mhm.
Paul said, oh geez.
Yeah,
So what Paul did is they gutted the whole thing.
yep,
They sent the body to a local paint shop
yep.
and then repaint from white to black.
And then bring it back. put
And
it
bring back
together.
and put it back again.
Mhm.
Okay, so you really, to a way, you have to think about TCP today is really, I mean, in terms of assembling flexibility,
Yep.
okay? Right, Paul?
Yep.
This is what we really do. The next thing too is, again, relate to the flexibility.
Right,
So-called flexibility is each of you in different job have different requirements,
yeah,
right? Not necessarily brand new products, but you want to twist a certain products in a certain fashion.
sure.
Okay, right? And we just sent a sample out on the UFO.
Yep.
They request that gigantic dome,
They wanted a 22-inch refractor.
22 inches refractor.
Mhm.
Okay, or sometimes people saying, oh, can we increase efficacy as we mentioned before?
Yep.
That's really we do here. One side, we have everyday stuff.
Yep.
The other side, with our flexibility, for literally, I'm not kidding here, literally maybe 99.9%, not 100%,
Most of the
right?
time,
Some
yeah.
crazy stuff we just say no,
Yeah,
okay?
it's a little too out.
99.9% we will do it,
Absolutely.
right?
Yep.
We will do it, okay? In the meantime, it's different from other movers. I call other lighting company, they are movers. They got a products here, they move from A to B. We actually design the products in Cleveland, Ohio.
From start to finish.
Paul has a team, okay, upstairs.
Yep.
We design all our drivers. We basically, this is how it works, okay? We listen to you. Then we collect the information.
Yep.
Okay? Sometimes we call some people, God, he's very fussy, okay? So-called fussy is something different, right, Paul?
Right, absolutely.
Okay, and then your people look at this whole thing, give people the solution.
Yeah.
When you have a solution being done, you communicate it to the other side.
Yep.
Say, hey, guys, something has to be changed here because we have a job here.
Mhm.
The flexibility part is so big, almost like he can turn into anything. This is what we always say this, okay? As long as we have the tooling.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah. We're
Right,
very
Paul?
good at customization.
Right. So that being said, the last one actually is the pretty cool one, which our customer service.
Right.
Okay. Let's say nobody's perfect.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Everybody makes a mistake. Okay. Lighting something weird. Okay. Something strange things happen. I don't know why. Okay. But when that happens, our customer service people will instantly step in.
Absolutely.
Okay, so today we want to talk about one single product. And you may say, what the heck you guys doing here?
Yeah.
One single product. The product we're talking about today is the panel. You say everybody has a panel.
Everybody has panels.
Here's the panel, right? Everybody has a panel. Why do you guys have to talk about a panel?
Mhm.
There's a lots of details in the panel you may like. Start with junction box. Have you ever seen the big junction box here?
Mhm.
Paul, let me hold this.
Yep, you got it?
Bring the other one. The 2x2 you have
Oh.
over there.
I don't know where it went.
Oh, here.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, in the market today, everybody does that except us. The long drivers, look at how small the junction box is.
Very small junction box, very little. Hard to
Okay,
get your hands in there.
you're
hard to get
very
the wiring
difficult
in,
to get
you know.
hands on. We got so many complaints. People talk about, oh, the junction box. It just there's just not enough room in it. Okay, unfortunately, with this design, which is everybody else doing right now, this is all the rooms you have.
Not
That's it.
very much.
Okay, now obviously somebody may extend this one to a little bit more, but still the size, it just makes extremely difficult. Contracts tell us, you know what, guys, come on, something big. It's
Right.
the biggest possible.
Something they can work with.
That's what we have right now.
Mhm.
Okay, look at this guy. This is truly big.
Yeah,
Right?
much larger than this one.
Look, by comparison.
Look at the size.
Okay, hold that, Paul. Then give them a close shot. Okay?
Yeah.
Show them. Okay?
There you
See
go.
here?
Very large.
Not as big as Paul's head.
Kind of
Just
is.
kidding. Okay. Something so simple, right? It's not that
Yes.
complicated.
No, not a complicated thing at all.
We
But in
were
that,
being told about contractors, they can really, I mean, number one, make that job easier.
right. They can get in there, they can run the through wiring, everything's easy. to do.
Right. Number two is really, if job is easier, they become happy men. You know what I mean? You know, instead of become grumpy men when they go home.
Yep,
Right, and it is, and obviously, number two is make them more efficient,
yes.
takes less time,
Saves them time, which saves them money.
right? Okay, so this is simple things like that. So let's continue, okay? Also, this is the only one in the market today. If you have a spec job, one requirement on a spec job, believe it or not, called replaceable.
Yes. So you need
Okay.
to be able to change out the driver.
In other words, this driver is replaceable. Okay, watch what the Paul is doing, how easy it is. One screw.
It's just one screw and one plug.
Okay, it's just simply one screw. Okay,
Gotta unplug it. There you
That's
go. Very easy.
very easy. And you just wonder why specify one type of replacement. Okay,
Mhm.
Paul knows the best. Why, Paul?
Well, the specifiers, they want to know that like it's future proof, basically. So in 10 years, when this driver might burn out, they want to just go up there and replace the driver, not replace the whole panel.
Why they only want to replace the driver, not replace the panel? There's a reason for
Just,
it.
they don't want to pay the extra labor and all the other stuff that goes.
Yeah,
with it.
that's number one. Number two is this. Remember, Paul, LED, when
Oh,
time goes on.
Yeah, the LEDs are gonna depreciate a little bit over time. Not a lot, but a little bit. And if you put a new product in, they're gonna be much brighter than the older. product.
Right, so very odd. If you have 8 panels in your office, right?
Yeah.
One panel become,
Right, a little bit dimmer than the other ones.
okay, you know what I mean? And then you change that, become a little bit brighter than the other one.
You're talking quite a bit of time before that happens, but yeah.
But it does,
But
that's
it
why.
does happen.
Okay,
It
just
does
think
happen.
about this, okay? Just think about this.
Yeah.
When Paul put this one together, look at what Paul does, okay? Paul put this one through, right?
Yep,
Okay, now let's put this one back. And there is a
and
slide
then slide it in.
right there.
Very quick and.
Very
fast,
quick,
easy to
okay,
replace.
okay, then here, all you do is this. It's a less than 1 minute.
Yeah, it's very fast.
Okay, this is really cool, replaceable. And then when you do the job, when people ask you a question, oh, by the way, what if it burns out? You say, hey, don't worry about it.
No big deal.
TCP has a replaceable driver.
Swap it out,
Isn't that cool?
very fast.
That's really cool, I thought. Okay, so that being said, today, let's move on. Those just a mechanical way.
This is mechanical, yeah.
Mechanical way, how the things being benefited. So today we have a 1x4, 2x2, 2x4. Now, let me tell you the variety that panels we have today.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's start with the colors like everybody else.
Absolutely.
No, nothing special. Okay, the CCP here, right, Paul?
Yes.
We have we have 35,
We do,
41,
yep,
and a 50.
that's right.
It's a standard. It's in a dip switch. So Paul, you show that. It's very easy. Boop, boop, boop. Done.
So color selectable, it's right here inside, you can just pick the color temperature that you want, 35, 41, or 5K based on that.
Right.
switch.
Okay, we default to 4100K because
Yeah,
the
we do.
majority is 4100K. So when you receive the products already default to 4100K, just in case somebody wants to have a 50, make sure move the dip switch
Move the
before
dip
you
switch.
install it. Otherwise, it's there.
It's 41.
You have to go back again at
Yep.
41. Number one. Number two, our standard panel is 29 watts,
Yep,
39, 46.
that's correct.
Most popular one is 46
Yes,
because that's what everybody using.
yes.
46, what's the lumen for that? Like a 5,000,
5,200. Yeah.
5,200.
Yep.
So at a 46 watt, 5,200.
Mhm.
Now, you just wonder why we do 3 different wattages. Okay, actually, it's very simple. Because there's a 2 circumstances that require that.
Yep.
Number one, utility rebate.
Utility rebates are big.
Okay, utility will say, I only rebate on 29 watts.
Right.
At that time, what do you do, Paul? Since you put them together here, right? The
Yeah,
order coming from
absolutely.
New York, say 29 watt, what do you do?
So somebody orders a panel and they want the 29 watt version, it's very simple for us. At the assembly process, we set the driver to 29 watts for you. and then we glue this little switch on the back that is the wattage selector switch in place. What we do that for is so the utility can't come back and say, oh, you moved it.
Right.
No, we glued it in place for you, it's 29 watts.
So yeah, in other words, we have super glue, okay, have super glue, otherwise we're in trouble.
Right.
Because just in case utility will do the audit on it,
Right,
okay? The second one, there's a second one, one is the utility, but second one similar to the utility is we doing or people do the return on investment.
right.
Because they want to see, let's say, okay, original TA tubes, right?
Yep.
Or fluorescent, that's a part, that's a 40, that's a 32 watt.
32 watts,
Times 4,
yep,
so that's a 128.
quite a bit, yeah.
Okay, now, well, 128, if it's replaced by 46 or replaced by 29, that's different,
Quite a bit of difference.
quite different in terms of return on investment. That's why people always say, as long as you got enough lights, go as low as you can.
Yes,
Okay? How low do you go?
we can go all the way down to 18 watts if they.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
18?
Yes, we can do that.
20,
Yep,
25.
yep, that's correct. That's correct. We can
I
do
don't know
that.
why. When people request 18, I always wonder, say, are you sure you
Yeah,
want to go down 18?
not very much light.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's go the other way.
All right, we go the other way, we go all the way up to 10,000 lumens.
All right. The reason for that is very simple because these days people redo their warehouse to the office space.
That's
And
right.
like, they paint the ceiling as a black. What they do is they're using aircraft cables, they drop
Yep.
all the way
We're
down,
hanging them.
hang them. So
Uh-huh.
when they hang them, it's like you end up like 12 or 15 feet high.
Yeah, you're
At
way
that
up there.
time, if you do not have enough roomers, you do not have the foot candles on the floor.
Right.
So for that reason, we go the other way right now.
That's correct.
Okay, right, Paul? We have 85,
Yep,
75, 65.
right. Notice they're all wattage selectable too.
Right, the 85 will get you more than 10,000 lumens.
That's right.
The first time we did, we thought, oh God, people must be crazy. Who's having 10,000 lumens panels? Then later we find, oh yes, there's an application too.
Yeah.
Okay, based on that, oh, we'll do some other magic. Believe that, Paul. People come to you,
Huh?
you may need that.
Mm.
People say, Paul, can I have black frame?
Absolutely.
Remember that?
We assemble them here, so it's easy for us to make
So
black frame
actually-
for you. No problem.
I tell you, sometimes we're so flexible, we cost
We
ourselves.
sold a lot of those black frames to a national.
But hey,
Yeah.
let's admit, Paul, cost us lots of trouble.
Whatever they
But we
need,
still do it,
whatever they need,
right? Paul actually can put on, replace the entire things
Yep.
to the black frame,
and it becomes black frame.
right?
Mhm.
So that's really cool.
Yeah,
So that being said, on the color side, on the CRI side, another thing we talk about CRI,
yeah,
okay, which is the color random index. Normal, we have 80.
yep. 80 is our standard.
We can go up to 98,
We
which
can,
is we call full spectrum. Full spectrum is good for school,
yeah.
good for hospitals,
Museums.
museums,
Mhm.
okay? Because it does produce a full spectrum, this very cool stuff, full spectrum things. And obviously, we have a party panels. Party panels is
Yep.
we call RGB-WW.
WW.
Okay, you know RGB, right? Which
Yep.
is the red, green, and the blue. Why
Yes.
do you do WW for?
WW is because you can select that color of white you want. Maybe you want 35, 41, or 50K. WW means you can select that.
Right, you
Whatever
can
you want.
really select that. So that means you can give between 3,000 to
Right.
5,000. You can
Exactly.
using what we call TCP.
Yep.
Do that, go up and down,
That's correct.
go up and down.
Yep, and that's
Okay.
the WW.
That's what we call WW. We call put W in. If people tell you one W, that means it's fixed. It cannot move
Right,
that
right.
cannot
It's just
move
one
that-
color.
one color.
Probably
If you
one-
put a two W on it, it means you can move up and down.
Mhm.
Okay, so that being said, okay, now you know about panel by self, 1 by 1, 2 by 2,
Mhm.
right? 1
Yeah.
by 4, 2
Yeah.
by 2,
1 by
and
4, 2 by 2, 2 by 4.
2 by 4. Okay, you know that. And then the next thing you look into is the accessories,
Yes,
the control units.
you need a control unit.
I always believe in this, Paul, right? Besides you have high efficiency panels, the next thing you do is turn it off.
Yep,
How often, including ourselves. I hate to put this to Paul, when I come here Saturday and Sunday,
Uh-huh.
I find a lot of lights on.
yeah, Yeah,
right?
that's
It's
right.
kind of, it's nobody's fault, but somebody forgot this.
Leave the lights
So
on.
actually,
Leave the
we
lights
start
on.
a simple program. It's called turn it off. How do you turn it off? Very simple. Put a sensor inside.
Very
So we have something called IS,
Yep,
internal sensors.
yes, absolutely.
Now this is getting cool. Let me show you something. All our panels, when you turn this one around, oh, Paul, oh yeah,
Mhm.
you see there's a hole here. When they come in, okay, we have cover on, then we take that piece off.
Take the cover off,
Take the cover off.
get a
So,
hole.
so when Paul put this one back again, actually Paul has a sensor stick here,
Mhm.
okay, slide back in again. So you will not even see it from the front,
Right,
but there's a microwave sensor inside.
yep,
And we preset for 20 minutes. You will not see here. You will not see here at all.
totally hidden,
Totally hidden. Also, there's no shadow, nothing.
nothing.
Beautiful.
Looks
Okay,
like a standard panel.
right. We preset for 20 minutes,
Yep.
but you can get a remote. The remote adjusts to 10, 20, and 30 and 1 hour.
Yep,
Also, we can adjust how do you call that? 2-level dimming.
right, bi-level dimming. So the remote will let you do bi-level dimming. It'll let you adjust the light output and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
All you have to do, because it's how do you call that? The units.
The microwave?
Yeah, no, not microwave.
Bluetooth.
Mhm.
RF.
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 All you have to do is aim it.
It's infrared, so you just aim it, hit the button.
Sorry,
Yeah.
aim it,
Yep,
change it, done.
very easy.
And you can save the setting. You go to next one, just hit it. Go to
Yeah,
next one,
on the
just hit it.
remote, it has a thing where you can replicate the settings.
It's so
quickly.
easy, guys. We call IS version. You need to look into that. I tell you, very inexpensive. That's why I
Very
call this is the poor man's control unit.
And good for a rebate.
Good for
On the
rebate.
side.
Good for rebate. Okay, the second thing we do is remember, I call cheap man, poor man's
Poor man's.
control. Then let's talk about the rich man control.
Rich
system.
man's control.
Okay, rich man is not IS anymore.
No.
Rich man we call NLC.
Right.
Would you explain, please?
So this is a network lighting control, okay? So this is a DLC nomenclature. So network lighting control means it's a system control. So you have to be able to read back the energy savings, you have to be able to do daylight dimming, you have to be able to control the entire building based on, an app or your computer.
Right, now it's expensive. Now we're talking about
Very
expensive.
yes.
Okay, now we actually TCP will have whole system ready next week.
Yep.
Okay, we'll have a TCP app ready. We actually give a couple attempts.
Yeah.
Right, last couple of times, it's just not good enough.
Right,
So we keep improving. This time we feel really good because you have to write the software to this.
right,
Okay, we feel really good about this. So next a week we're releasing that, and when we're releasing that, you can get on the DLC website. Will be listed for DLC approved
Yeah.
NLC control system.
yes, you will.
Okay, that being said, would you show people that one?
Yep, absolutely.
It just no here Paul.
Oh.
It just show you what the front will look like.
Yep.
Okay.
So I have a sensor right here, and you see the sensor has a little PIR sensor on there, so it has that. Also has a daylight harvest sensor, so it can detect the light levels on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, so I tell you, it's a super simple.
Yep, and it's smart, so you can do schedules and you
Yeah.
can dim it and do all the things that you might want to do.
Right, but the key is motion sensors, light sensors,
Yep,
and calculating the savings.
calculate the
That's
savings.
and also being controlled. We call the a Bluetooth mesh,
Yep,
which is between each devices. We call one devices. And in the meantime, one of devices will connect to the Wi-Fi. Because when you do the calculation on the savings, you have to go to the cloud. We have to install the data over
Right.
there in order to do the calculation.
and it'll tell you
Okay.
how much this panel's
Right,
using.
but again, we developed the whole system by ourselves, so very inexpensive.
Right,
But compared to our poor man's control, the poor man's control is much cheaper.
much
Okay,
better.
so please let us know exactly what kind of. Okay, the last thing is this, right? Bob knows what he's doing.
Volumetric.
Volumetric.
We also have the volumetric in a 1x4, 2x2, and 2x4. So this is a little bit different design, more of a sleek, more modern design. We have this available as well for you.
So that literally duplicate everything we're talking about here.
Everything here can
Everything
be
we
done
have
here.
here. Yes. Oh, you raised your hand. Somebody raised their hand here. I thought, maybe we say something wrong.
Not
Okay,
yet,
not yet,
not yet.
not yet, not yet. Okay,
We're
so
working on it.
it doesn't matter. This is a 1x4, 2x2, 2x4, right?
Yep,
It has a duplicate everything on the panel.
everything we
Start
talked about
from
there.
CCT all the way down to the wattage, all the
Yep.
way down to the
Can all-
performance control system, all the way down to the smart lighting, which is NLC.
Yep.
Beyond that, there's something else Paul explained. We call retrofit unit.
Right, so the retrofit unit uses a design like this, but what it does is basically you have a fluorescent troffer, you take off the door from that, you gut it out of all the insides, put our new frame in, okay? And then this becomes the new door, retrofitting it to LED.
Okay, it's very simple. Okay, that basically give you an idea what we're offering here. We believe we offer a lot. Okay, we have so many combinations here. But in the meantime, if you have a job, if you need something different, Paul will be so happy,
Absolutely.
so happy to accommodate that for you because everything is assembling here
It
and
is.
also in
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Oh, by the way, one more thing, right, Paul? How about emergency?
Emergency battery backups available on both of these units, whoops. Both of these units, both the flat one and the volumetric,
Yeah.
and we stock that standard.
Right, it's a standard. So Paul actually assembled here,
Yep.
we're assembled in Vegas. Also, it's small quantity on stocking on the shelf. The reason
Absolutely.
is you only need a 3%.
Yeah, they don't wanna wait,
Right, I didn't want to wait,
I wanna
right?
make sure.
So every 100 panels installed out there, you need a minimum 3 pieces of that.
That's
Is
correct.
emergency.
Yep,
Okay,
absolutely.
so that gives you rough idea how much we do on that. Okay, obviously, we're going to do this as long as I'm in town with the Paul together. So this week, today, and then tomorrow I'm on the road. I'll be back in office on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We'll do again. And
Absolutely.
each day, Paul and I will focus on one single line,
A different product,
different products.
absolutely.
Okay, we have lots of goodies here, okay? So if you like to spend half hour with us, in the meantime, okay? Thank you for your watching us.
Yep.
So we will do manufacturing rebate. We'll give you 10% manufacturing rebate this week. If you're using TCP products out there, all we want to see is the invoice you purchase it. Based on that number, we
Yep.
give you 10% manufacturing rebate.
Absolutely.
Okay, hey, could be pretty big if you have a big deal. You install 100 panels, I tell you, right?
Get a nice
Okay,
rebate on that.
you get a nice rebate on that. That's
Mhm.
maybe you pay $45,000 to $5,000 on that. 10% on that, it's $400 to $500.
Absolutely.
Okay, it's a big deal. Okay, so sounds good, guys. Okay, any questions, Nikki?
No.
Okay, Nikki is helping us to facilitate this. Okay, Paul and I just two talking heads. Okay.
Mhm.
So if you have any questions, please reach out to us and we will also answer your questions on our next show.
Absolutely.
We collect all the information, okay? Please let us know. You must need something different, something you've been troubled,
Yep.
something you need a solution.
We're here to help.
That's what we do here,
Mhm.
okay? Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
See you on Wednesday.